Star Fox is back, Jack. That's right. We are here to talk about the new Star Fox game for the Nintendo Switch 2. I've been sort of handling the main review for us over at Giant Bomb, but I've assembled some of the other duders here who have been checking out the game as well. Jeff Grubb, Dan Reichert, Chuck Towski, Zimmerhout. I know you're waiting for it, and then I know it now, but I always am scared I'm going to say Zimmerfeld and blow it and be
I'll never
bad.
trust you again, and that's just the way it is. You know?
That's just the way. Yeah,
Mikey, you're my best wingman because I somehow thought I'd be able to review the Steam Machine and this in the same fucking week, and I was like, oh, that's way too much. And then Mike swooped in like Slippy Toad and took it and did a great job. And what are you going to say your score here?
I think you would have been Flippy Toad being saved by Fox.
Right.
Sorry,
okay. Yeah. I was going to chase by 3 enemies, and then he's like, "Oh, I got you." And
no, he actually came and he said,
"Yeah."
That's him, right? Slippy.
Wait.
Oh God. 4 out of 5 stars. It's kind of hard to do these games because when I got in there and I just played through the campaign the first time, I'm like incredible, right? Oh my gosh, right? I'm thinking really high. But if you've played Star Fox 64, there's a little bit of a reality of, hey, this is a game you can beat in an hour. It's fine because the game is made for repeated playthroughs. But even then, it takes 3 playthroughs to see everything in the game. And I never minded that. It's a game that I will happily pick up, every couple years. This one maybe every few months, do a playthrough. And they definitely are trying to do some stuff here to maybe add replayability. Some of it works. A lot of it is kind of not adding a ton to the package. But the aspect of it that is a remake of Star Fox 64 is great. It is awesome. It feels good. It looks good. It smells good. You can't smell anything, actually.
Makes love good.
right.
It's good, though, yeah.
Right. But that aspect of, a remake of Star Fox 64, this is super cool.
I think there's some stuff first of all, I think part of the charm of Star Fox 64 has been that weird format where it's it is almost a run-based thing where it's all right, this run I'm trying to go, real ending. This one I'm doing here. This one I'm trying to get this alternate path I've never got. And then, you beat it a couple times, you do all the different levels, and then it's okay, well, now I'm going for the medals. I got to go and get medals and all these. So these levels never get boring to me. Especially when I'm trying to get medals, it's okay, I got to get 150 hits on this thing or whatever. I am redoing them over and over and over again. And they're 5 minutes usually. So I kind of like the format. It almost feels like old school, arcade style where it's I'm going to do a run through of this,
It's definitely that. And you have to be into that. I've never been that much of a achievement or trophy player or play the level, but now with this specific goal or this kind of list of checkmark things to do, there's also a whole challenge mode where it's, hey, go through these levels and specifically fly through the 3 rings and also shoot this guy at this specific point. Right. It's almost literally achievements. And it's it adds a little bit extra to the package, but it's not anything I'm thinking about much.
My frustration with that is I like anything they could do to add this outside maybe the cutscenes. We'll talk about that. But the challenge mode thing is just why couldn't we after you've seen credits once, or maybe you got the real ending once, incorporate those into the levels? Because I'm going to be going back there, playing through those numerous times, trying to get the medals. So why don't you just open up those checklists while I'm playing them anyway? It's not like the challenge mode versions of the levels are any different, And
it's so weird because you can pick any level in the challenge mode if you want to, but to go for the medals, it has to be during a run. And the frustrating thing about that is that this game starts with easy and normal mode. And normal mode for me, somebody who's played Star Fox 64 before, was already pretty easy.
It was incredibly easy, yes.
I die maybe a couple times. I have 11 extra lives behind the end of it. And there's an expert mode, but you don't get that unless you get every medal, which isn't necessarily that hard, but it's time consuming. I beat the game on the hard route, right? Let me do expert mode right now.
Yep. That's how I feel as well, where it's I feel about this game the way I always felt about Star Fox 64, which is, man, when I'm playing it, I'm having a great time. And then I get done and it's maybe I was playing at a friend's house and I'm okay, I did my run. And I'm going to go home and do I want to buy this game or recommend someone buy it? It's a game you should probably have in your library. It's a lot of fun. It's great to have it there. But man, when you look at the price versus what you're getting out of it, I don't know. It's always an I don't know. It's never a no. It's never a full yes, absolutely. It's always somewhere in between. And so like it's one of those ones where if someone's like, hey, when I'm looking at this amount of content, I might choose to skip it. I understand. I get it. But when you're playing it, you're just having a great time. It looks good. It feels great, man. Moving all just the basic controls of Star Fox have always been great. Flying left and right, holding the left bumper to like fly more to the left quicker. That is just
do a barrel roll.
Yeah, doing the barrel roll to then
he says it differently.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
To deflect stuff. All that stuff just feels as good as ever, and kind of the way the genre should always feel. If anyone's ever going to do one of these, it should feel as good as this. This one does, but it just it's not doing anything more to put it over the top. All the extra stuff is nice to have. It's not like, oh, now this is a whole other main course meal.
Mm-hmm. I'd love to hear the thoughts of someone who's actively dying. Do we have anyone?
Let me see. Chuck, are you there?
Oh, Chuck. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I have COVID. Thanks for telling everybody.
I didn't say that.
I was kind of shocked at how much this really is a bit for bit remake in every way. Like there is not that much more here. They expand the cutscenes a little bit, which apparently Dan has a problem with. I really liked those.
I really like them too.
I didn't say problem.
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, go on.
But Grubb, you brought up like, is this something you should get and like you need to have in your library? I'm like, if you can tolerate the graphics of the N64, probably not. Like I went and loaded up the NSO version, which it's there on the same console, right? I went and played that and I was like, wow, this kind of feels exactly the same and feels really good. And this game's still really good. So
yeah,
that's kind of.
It does look really good. It does. This new version looks great.
It's outside of the Metroid Primes, like the remake of 1 and 4, like maybe the prettiest game Nintendo's put out. It's very pretty.
Yeah, I know some people were mad about the art style, but as someone who's never wanted to fuck a Star Fox character, I will say I like that they look like the freaky puppets from the Super Nintendo key art, like from the box art and stuff.
I think
it looks awesome.
Even the people that have problems with it, I think once you start playing it and you're just playing the Star Fox game, all of that goes away very quickly.
Mm-hmm. The look of it is incredible. Like it is like maybe the best looking game on the. It's like that in Metroid Prime 4, maybe.
The environmental effects and stuff like that, and like, when we were doing the multiplayer with Nintendo, I saw one of them shoot a laser and hit the ground, and the dirt kind of went. Like when it hit the ground, I was like, whoa! Like I don't know, it was like little stuff like that.
The water skidding effects look super good.
When you're in the tunnel on Venom and you shoot and you see the reflection on all sides of the tunnel, that looks incredible.
Even some of the levels on N64 that maybe felt a little bit more bland there, like the completely underwater level, that was a lot prettier here, and like the whole effect of shooting your missile to give you light works a lot better here than it does like the level that's all lava. Like that kind of felt a little one note on N64. That feels a bit more vibrant this time around. I actually quite liked the expanded cutscenes. I thought, it gave just a bit more character to everybody. It was fun seeing the crew interact with each other. It's really neat how they do change depending on which routes you've unlocked or not.
It addresses what you did and stuff like that. Yes, and so like you feel like it knows my accomplishments here, and it feels like we're really stitching these levels together in a way that felt natural.
I do feel like I think part of my issue, and like I don't hate them, they're fine, they're well done. It's just that like the format of this game being so short levels, short runs, and everything. It's a pacing issue for me, where it's like I want to go from Corneria to Meteos. I don't want to like sit back and wait for 3 minutes. It's like if I was playing the Simpsons arcade game, if they re-released it and I had to watch like a 3-minute sketch between every level. It's like, no, come on, I had a thing going. Let's go. You know, like it's a pacing deal.
And you can't skip them. And like after the first playthrough, after the first time, you kind of seen each like from this planet to this one. right, yeah. But go ahead, Chuck.
I was gonna say I messaged Dan last week and I said Fox is kind of a little scamp in this, isn't he? And Dan's response is, I don't want to hear any of these Muppets talk.
I guess that I'll take that back. I do want to hear them talk, but while I'm actively flying around shooting stuff, I do like their voices and personalities quite a bit.
One nice things about the expanded, and I think they even are a bit chattier during the missions too. But between that and the briefings, they kind of make it a bit more obvious how you unlock some of the routes this time around. You don't need maybe the Nintendo Power or the player's guide as much as before.
That was handy. That was, that's a slight improvement, and it's the exact kind of improvement I was definitely going to be looking for. where it's like I love all these alternate routes. Once I get started and if I go down a route I didn't intend to, I get bummed out. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to start over and actually try to like go find the route I meant to. I'll just see this through, and I'm not going to actually go see the submarine level that I was actually booting up the game to play. And this time it was like very clear what I needed to do, and I appreciated that.
Yeah, my very first playthrough, like, not looking up any old guides, just immediately got the kind of all north route, right?
Exactly.
Able to see the true ending. It was kind of weird the second time too. Intentionally fuck up. Although in this game, when you unlock the other route, you can still pick between that and the normal route. It's kind of weird. Like, I'm going to go down here. It was cool seeing like some of these character moments. Like, you had the whole thing with Slippy kind of becoming lost in the other one, but this one it felt a bit more dramatic. There's like a bit of relief when he comes back, and like Peppy's like, don't ever change Slippy. I'm like, yeah, that's great. He's a mentor. That's nice, right? Or Slippy kind of being a doofus in a cutscene later, be like, hey, it's Bill. Hi, Bill. Right? Like, there's just they aren't Shakespeare characters all of a sudden or anything, but there's a little bit more depth.
Yeah, it's great. I'm yes, like the level of depth you get from like a serious moment with the Muppets. The high moments of this game still hit so hard, like getting the series of rings to do the teleport on that one level is just like, oh man, I got it, and you nail it. And it's like, God, and then you get to go to the cool level, and it's so cool. Or hitting the switches with on the train level.
Yes, or the spotlights on the Andros or wherever it is.
Yeah, all of those moments that to set those levels apart are they look cool, they feel cool, they're dramatic. You feel heroic as you're doing them. It is when this game sings the most.
To me, it's the boss fights. I've always loved the boss fights in these games, and there's something about like even just normal enemies, they feel great to shoot down, but boss fights, there's like a chunkiness to like, I think the sound effect goes like, and they'll kind of like sell it a little bit. And like, the lava guy and his arm breaks off and it's pouring lava out and everything. It's just huge, awesome, intense boss fights. I've always thought the Andros fucking freaky brain flying around is an all-timer last boss.
It's great. I mean, the whole final boss, like the escape sequence, like, gosh, it hits. It's really, really good. We talked about how we checked out the multiplayer with like folks from Nintendo helping us do that. Hey, look, like I don't think this is going to replace anybody's Splatoons or Overwatches, but much more fun than I was expecting from Star Fox multiplayer. It's now like 4 versus 4. You're still doing the dogfight, but you have these objectives that you're doing, like a capture the flag thing, or there's meteors crashing, you got to shoot at them, and there's power-ups scattered around the map that like, oh, it's a little instant teleport. I sent out a decoy, so maybe the enemy chasing me is going to get confused. It was surprisingly fun.
Did it have because we were on 64, it had that code where you could be on foot. Did it do that?
Oh gosh, I forgot about that, Dan. I don't think so. I did. I mean, the one level is just straight up in space. So I'm guessing
sector wide level. Yeah,
you can't run in space. No,
I found that Meteor gameplay multiplayer mode pretty uninspiring. Like, I was not enjoying that. It felt.
Oh, you didn't like the Meteor one?
Just like everybody swarm in the center, and go ahead.
I mean, you could see why everyone why they do that, to like create these pressure points, and like you can make the decision of, am I going to go after that, or am I going to try to hang back and shoot the people that are being idiots and going right after it? And once that clicked for me, I liked that level a lot better. But the capture the flag level on Sector Y was definitely better.
Yeah.
The Meteor seemed like it really. I was going to say it really rewarded dogfighting more than anything else, and just like focusing on the enemy pilots.
I don't know if I'm in the minority here.
The one run where I did get like a ton of the meteors picked up, like that gave us a huge like boost in points, and that was cool. But then I tried to do it again, and they sort of learned, and they were killing me every time I tried, and it felt very frustrating. So I'm like, oh, I should have been dogfighting at that point.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm in the minority here, but like I feel like people talk about now, like Star Fox 64 multiplayer. It's like, or as they would call it now, couch co-op. It's like some like staple of the 64, and it's like, I'm Mr. 64 4-player Mark, and like I don't remember ever really enjoying Star Fox.
I had fun, but it's very different now. That was that's four player free for all, and it was good.
It was fun, but it wasn't anything deep. Like even in that era, we're like, this is not much, but it's still kind of fun to do this weird little basically game of tag, because it was just the dogfighting, or kind of like. Right, third partying two people engaged in the dogfight. Right, yeah. There's more depth here, and again, it's not like there's some deep progression system to anything or a ranking system. So
it's very limited. Yeah, yes, exactly. There's the 3 levels, and each of those levels is one mode. Like the capture the flag is on Sector Y. That's it.
But I mean, the original 64 version did have the co-op campaign, though, didn't it?
No. A co-op campaign?
No.
Not that I remember. This thing, I mean, what this game has is a co-op campaign where one person is steering the ship and another player is aiming and shooting, and it's fine. It's like a little gimmick thing you'll try once.
Nintendo parent mode. It's
sure.
like
it's the Cappy mode. Yeah.
It's Cappy mode. Yeah.
Actually, my thought is it's already a very simple, game to play. You're moving, you're shooting, you're occasionally doing bombs. And I think by cutting that in half, at least playing with another adult, I was just like, okay, this is simplifying it way too much.
Right.
But I can't see that the kid factor might be okay.
A co-op campaign would have been awesome with two people flying around. That's not what this is. This is
I wonder if I'm remembering passing the controller back and forth when I was a kid.
Yeah, something like that.
That might be it.
Third grade playing this game, so.
Wow. Yeah. It would have been a really cool thing they could have had. Like, hey, there's a version of the campaign that's reworked to be co-op, and one person's Falcon, one person's Fox. You can see why it's not so easy as just adding a second player into the campaign.
You need a second rail, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
you could do the Independence Day level. You could do the where Star Wolf comes in. Like maybe you could do those, but yeah.
And that's kind of why, more than anything with this, I hope. This is almost going to give them the chance to make the Star Fox 64 2 that we never had now, right? Okay, you have this engine, you know how to make one of these good again. Let's really make one of these from the ground up and maybe do things that can expand the value. I hate saying just add a roguelike mode, but this seems like a game that a roguelike mode would be pretty freaking cool, actually.
Modify your ship and guns and stuff.
Yeah, there's already the different routes. It's already kind of a run-based game anyway. So why
add
wouldn't you do that?
You start, or maybe you start somewhere else, and the last system is the Lilat system. You're reclaiming home or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Star Fox 2 is he even has some of that on the Super Nintendo. So this definitely seems like a strong way and a relatively safe way to bring Star Fox back after a long lull. And it's absolutely a lot of fun. It is that content proposition. And some of the other things here, all the kind of weird avatar stuff, that's fun. That's cute. It's neat to mess around with that for a bit. And you can sort of use that even in game chat outside of the game. Other things mouse controlled mode. You try it once and again, you're like, kind of interesting, but I'm not going to play the game like this for real. No.
We did the co-op mode and I got strained in my hand from clicking the button so many times to shoot. Yeah.
Sure.
Fantastic. I was going to say we should mention that during the campaign, completing challenges, finishing levels unlocks stuff for your game chat avatar primarily. That's your primary reward. Or the lore entries. That's kind of what's there to unlock.
The hollow viewer thing.
Yeah.
And then all of this is $50 for the digital version and $60 for the physical version. And it's man, if it was $40, $50, this is a $40 digital game, I'm kind of recommending this to everybody. This is a good game at $40. At $50, it's there's a lot of games in that price range. Or when you're, you can get 2 or 3 indie games or something. A lot of Star Fox inspired games at this point. It's just the content just isn't massive, and yet I think I fully agree with Mike's score. I would also give it 4 stars.
That's exactly. I had that written down.
I was thinking 4 as well. I almost messed with an ass, but this is good.
It's just it's everything it's doing is so good.
Right, when you are doing one of those runs, it is fantastic. It feels good. It sounds good. The new soundtrack is awesome, incredible soundtrack. So really happy with what they did here. I just hope that this isn't one more kind of little Star Fox fart out in the void and then we don't hear anything for another decade.
I mean, the rumor alongside this, when this was first being rumored that it was going to happen, was they're doing this, and then there's a big Star Fox follow-up that they're going to come in with after this. So let's hope that's true.
And we hope that Crystal was in it so that Sean is okay.
Sean, it's going to be okay. We're going to get you Crystal back.
Mm-hmm. All right, fantastic.
I was going to say one last thing. Yeah, one last thing. The bones here are so good. They have such a good engine here, and everything looks really good and plays really good, really well. And the fact that they just didn't expand on it outside of just the punch for punch remake, that does frustrate me. They could have swung harder, and they could have made it a $60, $70 game and been worthwhile, but they didn't.
What they're saying with Halo. It's hey, here's 3 new real ass levels. You can do it both ways.
Right.
Yeah. Good point.
Even then, it's definitely safe. And I think that's what I thought as soon as we saw it. Now, and I understand why they want to play it safe, because it has been a while. Star Fox Zero, they've been burned on. And a lot of these other ones, when they do try to expand Star Fox, and they do things like, let's make it more of a Zelda, like let's add all these on foot levels. It never really quite works out generally. I kind of like those games, right?
This is the best Star Fox game since Star Fox 64. I mean,
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I think it is the best.
64. Yeah.
I think it's the best Star Fox game.
It's the, honestly,
probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
probably.
Like, now that I do own this game, like I am going to play this instead of Star Fox 64.
Yeah.
Same.
Pretty much all the time. Absolutely.
Yeah. So if you're a Star Fox fan, we probably don't need to say it, but clearly you're just go get this game. Yeah.
I would love the button. Like one of my favorite things in remakes is the button that lets you go back and forth.
Oh, sure.
I would kill for that because it would have been pretty stark in this one.
Yep.
Yeah. And again, like part of me, like I'm not like so photo memory with the old one that I could say it's a 1-to-1 remake in every spot. I'd be curious to see like the exact like side by side.
I bet there's some like distances that are a little bit different.
Yeah, I bet there's a little bit more editing that's even like apparent right away.
I was comparing the Andros fight, and it is shocking how much of that is just exactly.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And actually, they made it a little bit harder in the remake because, like, his eyes in 64 or his hands, it's very clear. You're getting like feedback when you shoot his hands, like they blink a little bit in 64.
Yeah.
In this, it's kind of like the hand doesn't really. You don't shoot the hand. You have to shoot that thing in the palm.
Yep.
And like his eyes in this version, they don't really like react when you shoot them, but in the 64 version they did. So it's like little things like that. But
But the neat thing with that fight too is like those you can shoot those boxes to get the bomb, so it makes you wonder if maybe you shouldn't shoot the hand that feeds you. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. That is our review discussion for Star Fox on the Switch 2. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Grubb. We need your help, Star Fox. Can't let you do that, Star Fox. Andros' enemy is my enemy. Try a U-turn.
I guess I should be thankful.
I failed you.
Where's Star Fox?
you guys are nerds.